My grandfather was a pastor, and my parents were missionaries. They actually left for Cuba when I was 3 months old and were there for about a year and came back. My mom was an evangelist. My father was a singer. And so my heritage is beautiful. I was never abused. I was never neglected. I was never abandoned. My mother had more babysitters than she knew what to do with. So I don't have one of those stories of how terribly mistreated I was, or sometimes you hear stories about children raised with a family of people in ministry and they don't walk the talk. No, I had a godly grandfather and godly grandparents that showed me the way, and yet I was 15 years old when I decided that I wanted to be a pop singer. And I thought, and what's wrong with that? And sometimes when I say that, I think people in the audience say, and what is wrong with that? Well, let me just tell you this. My desires cannot be the same as people that don't know Jesus Christ. And even though I was raised hearing this glorious gospel, I didn't understand that I was made to glorify God. Which means that my desire is that God looks wonderful through me, and that people through me should be attracted to the living God. But that's not what I wanted. I wanted you. I wanted to fill a theater like this one. This would have been nice. This would have been real nice. I wanted to fill a theater like this, and I wanted you to walk out of here talking about me. I wanted you to walk out of here mentioning my name. And you see, it took me a long time to find out how very wrong that is. But the Lord, in His mercy and in His patience and in His long suffering. I remember somebody once getting up to say, you know what long suffering means? Long suffering. And He suffered long with me. And in 1988, I was 33. And Pastor Simula invited me to go with him to Argentina. I'm bilingual, and he didn't know the condition of my heart, or he would not have invited me. Aren't you glad that God blinds people sometimes? And he goes, oh, Damaris, you can sing in Spanish. I'm going to a pastor's conference. You'll be able to just speak to these people and sing to them in Spanish and bless them. And I said, oh, I would love to. You see, since I wanted to go, I thought, there's nothing wrong with me. I want to go and do this nice little mission work. Oh, that'd be lovely. Of course I'll go, Pastor Simula. So sure enough, I go. And when I get to Tucumán, Argentina, it wasn't Buenos Aires, it was Tucumán. I got to tell you, it's just a big difference. So I'm in Tucumán. The hotel that I'm in my room doesn't even have a phone. And Pastor Simula speaks, and people are worshiping God. And let me just tell you what God showed me that night in Argentina. I had never been with people, honestly. I just told you that I was raised in a godly home. I had never been with people that loved God the way those people loved God. And if you ever want to know if you really love God, you get with somebody that does. And you'll find out real quickly if you love God. And the Lord said to me so sweetly that night, this is the problem, Damaris. You believe in me. You even revere me, but you do not love me. Because if you loved me, you would want to give yourself completely to me. And the only thing I could do that night, and it's what I did, is tell the Lord this: I repent. I understand now that I was bought with a precious price. When you're bought by Jesus Christ, your life no longer belongs to you. It is completely His. And I told the Lord, I am so sorry.
My sin has been washed from His memory. He has forgiven me. You know what it's like for God to be your friend, to talk to Him with nothing in between. Do you know what it's like when the day comes to an end, to sleep in peace because your heart is clean? Do you know what it's like when the accuser comes your way